So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to try to make a fire using the sun. Alright, so I brought some different things to try. So we have a magnifying glass, we have some paper.
I'm going to use a magnifying glass to light it.
Well, we can try. I got a couple different ones. Actually, I brought a few different ones. I have some more in my pocket. And then we're going to see if we can get a piece of paper to light.
Like this. Like this, see?
You're going to try to focus down the sun?
Mm-hmm. What?
Okay. Okay, so we're going to attempt this fire again. And when we were out there, you see this little burn spot here, right? It has this small little burn spot.
Is that going to help it?
Well, no, it's not that it was going to help it, but it shows that what we were doing was starting to work. See all the smoke starting? Okay. This is going to be good because now if we can get your birch bark and your little curls to catch, see the curls are starting to go? Okay. It's a little bit windy again, but I think this is where.
I mean, it's holding the paper. Oh, I can smell the fresh fire. It smells good.
Gotta give it a little oxygen here.
That's how you can get fire nice and good. Is it on fire? I can literally smell it right now.
Yep, I think I'm blowing too much. I think I gotta let it smolder a little more. The curls are maybe just a touch wet. I mean, we're close here. I mean, look at the paper now. The paper's all charred, right? We're doing the right thing. I just have to figure out now how to get it to really catch. So with it all said and done, I mean, I have burned some holes in this paper, but I was not able to get it to go. So it's quite obvious I need a better tinder source. Now I thought the overall the quick fire, or I should say tinder quick, with the charcloth would do it, but overall didn't seem to go. So I'm still at it here. It's actually a couple of weeks later. I'm still trying to get this fire started with the magnifying glass. Now, today the sun is a little spotty. You'll see right now there's absolutely no beam. There is cloud cover, so it is quite diffused. However, when the sun does pop through, I get these really nice, super hot moments. And so I'm gonna give this one more try. I've spent a long time really processing down my materials, so I think I'm in pretty good shape. Now, it is a touch on the humid side today. I hope that doesn't affect me, but basically what I have here is charcloth with a lot of fat wood being processed. This to me is really a decent nest. I'm hoping is going to go. And I've also taken a tinder quick and gotten it finely processed down with a whole bunch of extra pieces of the fat wood and some shaving. So I feel as though at this point I'm pretty well prepared. Now the only thing I need is that good strong beam of sun so I can get this charcloth lit here and then hopefully get this thing going. So this to me is the best setup I've had so far in terms of being fully processed and prepared, and I suspect that that is a significant part of getting this to work. So as soon as we get that beam of sun, we'll get this underway. Now the sun is finally coming out. I don't know if it's strong enough to get this started, but I am certainly going to try. I'm already seeing smoke, so that is a good sign. Just going to focus on this charcloth here and really try to get that going. And at least get enough that I can spread the fire. Now, that's going to be trouble if the sun keeps dodging in and out on me. I know that's going to make this very difficult. So it may take a couple of tries until I get a long enough duration of sun to really make this work. And now the wind's picking up, so we shall see. The struggles certainly continue. I don't know why this charcloth just won't light. Maybe I have bad charcloth? Is there such a thing? I thought this would go up easy, but it's not seeming to. There we go. Come on now. Let's just go straight to this Tinder quick. And that is good and strong. The sun should be just killing this right now. Look how bright that is. I need sunglasses, man. Oh, finally. After all that. Voila. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a lot of effort, but that setup definitely did it. Wow, that's hot. Let me back that up. That's what I'm talking about. Finally. I mean, I am certainly not a pro at this by any means, and that took a lot of effort to get that to go, but I did, and that is a very good feeling. So apart from the Tinder quick, the actual charcloth did go, and then it started this thing really going. Now obviously at this point the fat wood is nice and on fire, so fat wood is certainly something you'd be able to find in most environments. I think you should be able to process it down pretty well, so hopefully you're able to get your hands on some natural fat wood. And then the Tinder quick, yeah, I mean, you could have that with you, but I mean, this to me was kind of the, hey, I don't have a lighter, or it's broken or out of fuel scenario, and you just happen to have yourself a nice little magnifying glass, and man, is that putting off some heat at this point. I mean, that is good and hot, and certainly got a fire well and established. So overall, I am pretty excited about this. A long time in the making, 3 attempts to try to get it going, and finally, even on this semi-cloudy day, I was successful. So I think the key here being just to process your tinder down nice and refined, and then a little bit of patience, really getting this thing started. So overall, very successful. So alright guys, there you have it, a successful attempt at starting a fire with using a magnifying glass. Now, as I mentioned, this is really my first time trying to do it. It took me a number of tries to get it to work, but I've definitely learned something. Processing your tinder down nice and tight and refined, just tiny little pieces, and getting it prepared ahead of time is going to make a world of difference. And obviously paying attention to your sun and the conditions is also going to make a huge difference in your ability to get this started. A little bit of wind, but it didn't bother me today. And overall, I am pretty pumped. That is a success.